And welcome back. Well, it looks like we can do something in a room, so I'll go ahead and train. I mean, can always use a few extra hit points, right?
Now, let's carry out our plan. Yep.
I guess if I had afternoons free, I could visit the gym.
Nice going.
So, let's see.
All right.
7 and probably 4?
All right.
2.
Well
Okay.
then.
I actually don't even know what my hit point total is right now.
A woman was threatening Boss?
Yeah. She was going on about domestic abuse and taking the case to court and stuff.
Not just any woman.
What's up?
It's nothing. So to summarize what you told us, Futaba is Boss's daughter, and he's abusing her? I don't know him very well. Is he really the kind of person who would do that? I would like to believe so as well, but we don't have any conclusive evidence, do we?
Is it Alibaba?
What a selfish person.
Well, he does have information on us.
Anyways, this Futaba he's talking about have a palace? If so, we'll need keywords to get in. Try messaging him about it.
What are we supposed to do about this? We'd be able to figure out Alibaba's identity if we could just meet with him. Try asking him if there's any way we could meet up. He can't go out? Huh? This doesn't make any sense. Not only
Something's
can Alibaba
fishy.
not go out, but he won't let us meet Futaba either.
Well, it's none of our business now. We can't contact him anymore.
But what do we do about Medjed? We won't be able to get Alibaba to help us with them now.
Maybe they were just pranking us. They made that huge declaration, but they ain't done nothing since. I bet we got them freaked out.
You mean they backed out because they're afraid we'll change their hearts?
Yep. And now it'd just make them look lame if they came out and apologized.
But
I guess with Alibaba and Medjed out of the picture, can we just say this case is closed?
It's not so
you
simple.
do have a point. I guess it is safe for us to relax a little.
Oh yeah, remember Kanashiro's treasure? Prepare to have your minds blown. We got 150,000 yen out of it.
Dang.
That's awesome! We can really go all out with that kind of money.
Yeah, let's make up for what happened at the fireworks festival. We gotta go eat something fitting for the Phantom Thieves' worldwide debut.
Where would be good?
Ooh, how about sushi? I could really go for some eel too.
Oh, that sounds
The best
revolting.
method is to fill yourself on ginger before beginning to eat sushi. That is my master technique.
What?
You don't need to do that this time. Actually, definitely
Ginger?
don't do it.
Really?
Okay?
I'm all for sushi. You're okay with that too, right? Then it's decided.
All right, we'll go tomorrow night.
Still can't go out.
Oh,
And I
you wanna
can't
do
rent
it?
another DVD, so I guess guess we're back to training.
Yes.
Oh, whoops. Oh well, that's fine.
Now, let's carry out our plan. Yep. Nice going.
All right. All right.
Well then.
Oh, looks like summer vacation. Good.
You seem quite busy, Sai-san. I take it you're stuck in the middle of everything?
The Phantom Thieves made a mockery of us when they brought down Kanashiro. And to make matters worse, Mejid, who has been dormant for some time now, just declared war on them. How much more can they screw us over?
Stress is bad for the skin, you know.
What?
Did you come all this way simply to be sarcastic?
How about you listen to my deductions for a change of pace? You may think it absurd, but don't you think the case you're pursuing and the actions of the Phantom Thieves overlap somehow?
What are you basing this off of?
The one point of commonality across all cases is how those involved have an unforeseen change of heart.
I've suspected that myself, but those suspicions are unfounded.
I told you at the beginning that this was only a deduction. These just Phantom Thieves are riling up the public. However, that is a disguise. Their true goal is terrorist action by way of psychotic breakdowns. Is that too much?
There's nothing at the moment that falsifies that claim. Have you mentioned this to the police?
I'd never tell them such things. The only value they have to me is in their mobility and organizational capabilities.
It seems having you lend me a hand has paid off.
I'm glad to hear that. What about your case, Sai-san? Did you learn anything from the guardian of that mental shutdown victim's daughter?
Nothing at all.
I see. Now, what should my next action be for our victory?
Handle the Phantom Thieves without remorse. Use any means necessary to win.
Damn.
That's how I would deal with them.
Very well.
This seems to be fun for you. Are you on to something?
No, not at all. Well then, to our victory.
Okay.
All right. Man, the flounder is out of this world. That texture.
I don't see any prices listed here.
It's called market price. Don't worry about it. We got the cash.
So good.
Oh, God, this is difficult to listen to.
Hey, is the fatty tuna ready yet?
Hold your horses.
And don't talk!
By the way, is Boss really the kind of person who would abuse someone?
That again?
I can't get it off my mind. Especially if it means he could be taken to court.
I mean,
kind
it
of
would
person
really
is
suck
he?
for a main character to not have a
Do you
home
truly
anymore.
believe he'd do such a thing?
If it's really true about the abuse, he'd be a no-good jerk pretending to be a guardian.
Maybe the chief is the one who needs a change of heart.
Hold on a sec. About
Hey,
that,
Trash King, how you doing?
I actually got curious after our conversation and checked his name in the nav.
Sounds to me like
And
there wasn't
make
a
sure you
hit.
follow Trash King if you're not
Right.
already. Good friend of
Anything
mine.
beyond this is
Always a
his
good
family's
time
problem.
in their chat,
We
too.
probably shouldn't get any more involved.
Wait, you think Alibaba could be Boss's ex-wife? He must have cheated on her, and that's where Futaba came from.
Doubtful.
Your imagination has run rampant.
How foolish. Still, this is delicious. I've never experienced anything quite like it before.
Man, and it's all thanks to us being the Phantom Thieves.
You know, I'm doing all right. I got out of work early and I have nothing else going on tonight, so I'm like, you know what? Let's sneak in a Wednesday stream.
Fantastic! This sushi is delicious.
Yeah! The fish is so fresh.
Everywhere we go, we hear about these phantom thieves.
What rubbish.
Think about where we are, Ryuji.
Sorry, it just kind of slipped.
Once again, Ryuji is going to get the whole party busted.
Again. We should just enjoy the food.
Nijima-san, what are you doing here?
Akechi-kun.
Akechi? You're the ones from the TV station.
God, he really is like
Could
a
it be
bad
that you were
penny.
friends
Just
of
keeps on
Nijima-san?
turning up.
Do you know this guy?
It's nice to meet you. My name is Akechi. Glad to make your acquaintance, Yusuke Kitagawa.
How do you know my name?
Well, because I'm a psychic, of course. I'm only joking. In truth, I'm a rookie detective. You're a former pupil of Madarame, right? I have actually just recently joined the investigation team looking into the Phantom Thieves. Did you see that Medjed has declared war on them?
War?
Their website was updated just a moment ago.
For real? English again.
Wait, what?
What's it say?
Huh. Why do you seem so agitated?
Oh,
She's a huge fan of the Phantom Thieves. A total nut job for him.
I don't know how wise it is to be a fan of groups like them.
What is with these comments?
My apologies. I didn't mean to butt into your conversation. But I must say, this is an interesting group. Prosecutor Nijima's sister, an ex-pupil of Madarame, and a few Shujin Academy students. It seems you're all connected to the Phantom Thieves. Perhaps you have better intel than I do. Ah, yes. I wanted to ask you something. Regarding this whole Medjed commotion, if you were one of the Phantom Thieves, what would you do? That is unexpected. Only a small minority of people believe that is the best decision.
Sorry to disappoint, but we're just normal high school kids. If anything, we want to hear what you
Normal.
gotta say, Mr. Detective.
My profiling of the Phantom Thieves has led me to believe they are a group of juveniles. They have a relative amount of free time after school and a hideout to slip away to. Furthermore, considering Kamoshida was their first target, it seems they began activity around April. In a way, all I've just said about the Phantom Thieves coincides with the group you have here.
Pure coincidence.
What?
Probably
You gonna report
shouldn't
us?
think about that.
I didn't say I was being suspicious of you.
It's
Seems you're not perturbed in the slightest. You really are an intriguing one. I lack your calm mannerisms, but don't you think my deduction is an interesting one? I bet we'd make a great team if we worked together.
this fucking
What
guy.
the hell are you saying?
Well, this has been a valuable point of reference for me. I hope to see you all again.
what was that about?
Do you think he's ascertained our true identities?
Nah, couldn't be. Right?
I'd like to say that it's simply us overthinking this, but it may be best to be cautious from now on. We shouldn't forget that Alibaba was able to discover who we are.
True, but it's not as though he had tangible evidence to prove that discovery. Just keep acting normally.
More importantly, things are getting serious with Medjed.
Oh yeah, what did they write?
Here, I'll read it. We are disappointed in the people of Japan in their belief in the Phantom Thieves' false justice. Hence, we shall proceed with our plan to cleanse Japan. This process will commence on August
Cleanse?
21st. As a result,
God, that has
the
horrific
Japanese
connotations.
economy shall suffer devastating damages.
For real?
Keep going.
However, we are magnanimous. We will give the Phantom Thieves one final opportunity to repent. As proof of this repentance, we demand that they reveal their identities to the public. We will attack if these demands remain unmet. The future of Japan rests with the Phantom Thieves. We are Medjed, we are unseen, we will eliminate evil. That's what
Oh
it
my
says.
god, I can't get over that.
Sounds bad.
In other words, if we don't unmask ourselves, Medjed will attack
It's
Japan.
especially funny
Correct?
because I've been
It
rewatching
seems they're
Mr.
quite the
Robot
attention
lately, and
seeker.
F Society has exactly
What are we gonna
the
do
same,
about this?
you know, cribbed from
Maybe we could
Anonymous
get in
shtick.
contact with Alibaba.
It's just really funny to
Our only
me.
clues are Boss and Futaba. Anyways, it's too damn hot out here. Why don't we go to LeBlanc? We can talk more over there. We went through all sorts of options on our way here, but looks like we got no choice but to ask for Alibaba's help.
Question is, how do we get in touch with him?
He cut off all contact with us after that misunderstanding. Then again, if we manage to steal Futaba's heart, he may attempt to reach out to us once more.
But we don't have any clues on what her keywords are.
Damn it, Alibaba! Where the hell are you?
Actually, he may be closer than we think.
Huh?
Hypothetically speaking, even if we stole Futaba's heart, how would Alibaba know that the deed has been done? Would he truly be able to discern that just from cell phone messages?
You mean he'd have to meet her in person?
Alibaba was able to deliver the calling card here. On top of that, he can check on Futaba's condition. However, according to the circumstances he put forth, he's unable to meet with us. This leads me to believe that it would be bad for him if we were to see the two of them together. It seems to me Alibaba may in fact be Futaba herself.
That's a
For
gold.
real?
Wow.
So she's
You were just
asking
racking
that we
them up
steal
today,
her own
Ryuji.
heart?
Maybe she wants us to save her from the scars of her abuse. That would be hard to ask directly.
I'd like to meet with Boss. He lives nearby, right?
I agree. It's real late, though. What are we gonna tell Boss when we get there?
We'll say this takeout sushi is a gift for him.
But my fatty tuna!
No complaining.
Let's all go together. Boss may get the wrong idea if he and I show up alone. Nobody's answering. But the lights are on.
Think she's napping?
Even Boss would have woken up with how many times we've rung this doorbell.
I would think Futaba would have answered by now if she were here too.
Ah, the gate is unlocked.
Dude, you can't go opening other people's stuff like that.
But look, the door seems to be slightly open as well. I wonder why. That's rather careless.
Whoa. It sounds like it's going to rain. We should get inside.
Do you think that's okay?
I don't know. Probably.
My apologies, boss. Hello, sir? He's not out, is he? The door ahead is open, and I can hear the TV.
I hope he didn't pass out or something. I mean, Boss is kind of old, ain't he?
I'm a bit worried. Should we go in and check on him?
Please excuse us.
They still took their shoes off.
What was that? How should I know?
Did you hear that?
Let's get out of here, please. Can we just go?
House is haunted.
Freaking out for?
I'm not freaking out. Could it be Alibaba? I mean, Futaba?
Sorry, can I hold your hand?
So I guess that's a no.
I can sense someone's presence.
Who is it?
Who's there? I can't take this anymore. I'm leaving. No,
legs won't move.
Alibaba! Futaba! Hey! Come on! Where are you? You're a hacker, right? Just show yourself! I'm sorry! Please save me, sis!
Are you okay, Futaba?
Crap, he's home!
Who the hell are you? Don't move! You hear me?
I'm so sorry, sis! Somebody please save me!
You? What are you doing in my house? You're...
Oh, good evening, sir. We didn't mean to intrude.
Nijima-san. Wait, are you two dating?
We're just friends.
Friends nowadays get that close to each other?
But that's not
Friends with benefits?
Things happened and
You kids are here too?
We brought you some sushi, but nobody answered when we rang the bell. The door was unlocked too. We could hear the TV though, so we got worried you might have passed out or something.
The door was unlocked?
Yes.
I do that sometimes. Guess I'm getting old.
excuse me. There's something we'd like to ask.
You want to ask me?
There's someone else living here, isn't there?
Yeah, my daughter.
Could she be Futaba Sakura?
You told Nijima-san too?
Is there any way we could meet with Futaba-san? I think we may have frightened her earlier, so we'd like to apologize if at all possible.
Well, that's...
Is she sick?
No, it's not like that.
My Twitch stuff has just blacked out, so if I miss any chats, it's because OBS isn't showing them
you
to
all
me.
getting the wrong idea. I shouldn't have kept this a secret from you. Let's talk at my shop. She'll hear us if we stay here.
Oh, there we go.
Now, where do I start? Futaba's mother and I knew each other long before Futaba was born. Her mother was a bit of a weird one, but we got along well for some reason. She was sharp-witted, somewhat stern, a little socially inept, but always carefree. She truly was a great woman.
I see.
Yeah,
When something piqued her interest, that'd be all
I've
she
noticed
focused
that chats will come up
She always worked deep
in my
into the night.
overlay sometimes
that'd
before they even
change
appear
after
in
a kid was
OBS,
born.
which is a little weird.
But having
And
Futaba
notifications
didn't
have
do
been
much.
really slow
Even with
lately.
that, she always took good care of her.
Working and watching over a child at the same time sounds rough.
I guess raising Futaba alone turned out to be tough on her in more ways than one. There wasn't a father.
Do you mean...
Well, there probably was one. I didn't know him though. She never said a word
There
about
wasn't
him
a
to me.
father.
She was
Yeah,
single
let's
when she gave
let's
birth to
clear that
Futaba,
up right away.
and single when she raised her. They were an ordinary, loving family. You could really tell how much she cared for Futaba. But one day she left, leaving Futaba behind. Yes, she committed suicide.
Oof.
Suicide?
Sorry, I
Threw
would have
herself into the
warned about
street,
self-harm, but I was not
right in
aware of
front
that.
of Futaba's
I had forgotten
house.
that's how she went.
Shocking doesn't begin to describe that.
It's gotta be devastating for a kid.
So, well, a lot happened after that, but I ended up taking custody of Futaba. First, she was so depressed, she wouldn't even talk to me.
Was that because she couldn't get over her mother's suicide?
I kept talking to her, though, and she started opening up to me, little by little. That's when I found out. Futaba blames herself for her mother's death.
What? But why?
That part she's never told me. I wanted to know what led her to believing that. But I decided not to rub salt in the wound. Then, a few months ago, she started getting real scared. Even when nothing was happening, she'd say things like, "I hear voices," and "Mom is looking at me."
Visual and auditory hallucinations. Have you taken Futaba to a doctor?
I wanted to, but she refused. Even when I had a doctor come, she locked herself away in her room. Since then, she's become what you'd call a shut-in. She won't take a single step outside the house, or even try to see other people.
What about you?
She doesn't even let me come in her room.
That's pretty harsh.
Futaba is, well, a unique girl. She's so quick-minded that conversations with her tend to jump from one topic to the next. It seems like she's always coming to conclusions in her head. There's a lot I don't get about her. So, yeah, her situation is why I couldn't let you in my house. What Futaba needs is a safe place where nobody will threaten her. Somewhere she can be at ease. That's why I won't do anything she doesn't want. I don't make her do anything she's unwilling to, either. And again, I know that's no way for her to live. It's all I can do, though. I don't know. She just asks me for things that she wants, like food or these complicated books. Well, that's that. So, can you just leave her be? I'm gonna head back then. You all had better head home soon, too.
I feel awful for prying into his personal affairs.
No way in hell he's abusing her.
The reason why Futaba wants her heart stolen must be related to what happened to her mother.
So she'd like to discard her feelings of pain, but can't do anything about it herself.
Will changing her heart really help her, though?
If we can help her, we may be able to stand up to Medjed.
Hold on a sec. Do we even know if she has a palace? Let's check. The Futaba Sakura that lives at Sojiro Sakura's house. Is that gonna be enough?
Candidate found.
That's a good start.
She's got one.
So someone can have a palace even if they're not evil? Hey, Morgana. Where's Morgana?
I haven't seen him for some time.
Uh-oh.
So, ever since we went inside Boss's house?
Somewhere around there. He'll be fine, though. He's a cat, after all. The trains are gonna be shutting down for the night soon, so we should probably be heading home.
We have to go to school in the morning after all.
Oh, right. The urgent assembly.
An assembly? What about?
Shujin has been garnering a lot of attention ever since Medjed called out the Phantom Thieves. So they need to remind us not to say arbitrary stuff online and add more fuel to the fire.
We gotta meet up for every goddamn little thing. Talk about a pain in the ass.
I mean, it is our fault.
Anyway, let's contact each other afterward.
No way in hell he's abusing her.
The reason why Futaba wants her heart stolen must be related to what happened to her mother.
So she'd like to discard her feelings of pain, but can't do anything about it herself.
Will changing her heart really help her, though?
If we can help her, we may be able to stand up to Medjed.
Hold on a sec. Do we even know if she has a palace? Let's check. The Futaba Sakura that lives at Sojiro Sakura's house. Is that gonna be enough?
What the?
She's got one.
So someone can have a palace even if they're not evil? Hey, Morgana.
Kitty. Still stuck at
I
home.
should write something.
Let's go ahead and save before I forget. Oh, come on. There we go.
Were you just going to go to sleep without even wondering where I was? I take it the chief told you about Futaba, and then you guys disbanded in relief for now? You can't underestimate my intel gathering skills, you know. I was checking out the chief's house. I didn't think our Alibaba would be so young. Well, she's probably about the same age as you guys. At least her voice was pretty young sounding. Oh, and she had long hair, too. At the very least, she's surely no amateur. She completely overheard your conversation with the chief. And she can hack into our chats, too. Even if she can't take Medjed down directly, she might have some kind of lead on them.
Hey, Mystical Machine Gun, welcome. How you doing this fine evening? And make sure you give Mystical Machine Gun a follow, one of my favorite streamers to catch when I can. Being on the other side of the world does make that a little difficult because of time zones, but hey.
Let's meet up again tomorrow. How about we do it in here? It's way too hot outside. Anyway, make sure you let everyone know.
Alrighty. Lurkin's fine too. Oh, it seems I don't have enough light in here for my camera to actually function. Oh well. One day I'll buy a light. I say for the millionth time.
Futaba Sakura? She had one of these palaces? Hold on. While Medjed was targeting you, you chose to deal with someone completely unrelated to them? Then how was Medjed... What you said about the Sakura family generally falls in line with our investigation.
It is pretty on brand, isn't it?
It appears you aren't feeding us a false testimony. If you're lucid enough for jabs, you can get back to your story. It's still unclear to us as to how the Phantom Thieves dealt with Medjed since their identity is unknown. If you tell me something coherent, I may be a little more willing to believe you.
Oh, is this going to be a judgment level up? Yeah, it is. I guess I could use my phone as a spotlight, except that is particularly annoying. Yeah, that's way too harsh. It's like right in my eye. Oh yeah, now I'm seeing tracers from that. That was a terrible idea.
To think the Phantom Thieves would have their hideout in the home of Wakaba Ishiki's daughter. What a coincidence. No. Perhaps it's fate. Regardless, we don't have time to waste. Continue with your story.
Okay, so they're going to shove the school assembly on us for a bit, and then I don't know what happens in the evening.
I can't.
Yep. Morning.
Man, that assembly had me bored to tears.
Well, at least they didn't make us sit through
Did you
it.
school too, Yusuke?
I'm doing laundry, so these are the only clothes I had to wear.
You really should buy a couple more outfits.
Come now, we didn't gather here to make small talk, now did we? Let's get to Alibaba's case. Well then, I'll start. It looks like Futaba was listening in on LeBlanc.
But why would she want to listen in on the cafe?
I have no idea.
It's just like Boss said. She's a tough nut to crack.
In any case, her hacking skills will be absolutely necessary if we wish to stand up to Medjed. Going by what she has told us, we may even be able to identify who they are.
You'll have to trust in her skills for now, then.
Anyway, we found out that Futaba has a palace. But can someone who isn't evil have one?
That doesn't matter.
A palace is the materialization of distorted cognitions brought about by strong desires. That's all. It just so happens that a lot of warped people turn out evil.
She's so young, though. Pain she's gone through must be the cause of her distortion.
Maybe that has something to do with why she calls herself Alibaba.
According to the chief's story, Futaba has auditory and visual hallucinations, right? There's
Like,
a
that could
chance
be
those
kinda
are related to
serious.
some important memories she's holding. It's hard to explain. but
Like,
those
she probably
memories
should
may
be
have
seeing a
been warped
doctor.
by the distortions.
Basically, we just gotta steal her treasure, right?
Well, yeah.
So do we all agree about taking on Futaba's palace?
She's asked us to do so. I don't think that part is an issue. If we heal Futaba's heart, it will not only help Boss, but she can then assist us with Medjed.
I agree.
I've been wondering about how Boss said a lot happened after Futaba's mom died too.
Hold on a second. Our investigation of her palace may not go like anything we've done up to this point.
Why's that?
Having an individual ask you to steal their heart is an extremely irregular case. There's no telling what the palace ruler's disposition will be like, or the distortion that'll be there. We may run into some unforeseen situations. Do you still want to go in? Alright. Let's just make sure we're cautious.
Well, let's get cracking on those keywords, huh?
The ones we have at the moment are Futaba Sakura and Sojiro Sakura's house.
We got the who and the where, so all that's left is the what, right?
Let us try going to their house first.
Boss is busy running the cafe, isn't he? We should make sure he doesn't suspect anything.
Important memories, huh? I'll be able to remember everything if I turn back into a human, right? That has to be the case. I definitely want this mission to succeed. If we can retrieve Futaba's memories, then I bet we can get mine back too. In any case, it's not every day you stumble upon a hacker like her around. You really do have a gift, don't you? You sure live up to my expectations.
We have more infiltration tools we can make now? I wonder if that's going to include
Hey,
the
it
perma
went
pick.
on without us.
Because I would really like to make that instead of forging lockpicks.
Now the last keyword.
She's a shut-in, so we just gotta figure out what she thinks her house is. If she can't get out, maybe a prison?
Conditions have not been met.
Perhaps a labyrinth with an unknown exit.
Conditions have not been met.
Maybe an oasis?
Conditions have not
Nothing so far. In that case, how about hell?
Let's not infiltrate hell.
We don't have nearly enough clues.
If only we could ask her directly.
We can! Come on, let's go see Futaba.
But what will we say to get in?
What do you mean? We're sneaking in.
You have to be joking. Won't the door be locked for sure this time?
I'll take care of that. Oh, and I figured out where Futaba's room was when I snuck in last night.
What if we run into Boss, though? There's no way we'll be able to avoid his questions.
He's at work now, so I think we should be fine.
Oh, getting cold feet, Makoto? Don't worry, it'll be nothing. We've gone through loads of shit like this already.
This is our only choice, right? I suppose Futaba did get in contact with him. Perhaps she'll at least be willing to speak with him? Very well. Let's do this.
This is Futaba's room.
Gee, what was the
Futaba-chan.
giveaway?
You're in there, right?
There's no answer.
Futaba-chan, are you there? I'm sorry for being startled and screaming yesterday. It was so dark that I got scared.
No reaction whatsoever.
This is gonna be hard.
You're listening, right, Alibaba? Is it Alibaba?
Why is she only reacting to that name?
You're Futaba
It's like
Sakura,
Batman.
aren't you?
She's not responding again.
Does she not like us saying her name?
We don't have time to dally around. We need her keyword before dealing with Alibaba's identity. We want to learn more about you. If we don't do so, we can't steal your heart. The reason why we came here is because we need the keyword to enter your palace. That's why we want to talk with Futaba Sakura herself, and not Alibaba. You don't have to show yourself, just answer some questions for us. Chat messages are fine. All right then. Our leader, the guy who lives in LeBlanc's attic, wants to speak with you. We're counting on you. Try and get a keyword out of her. Looks like you should ask. Looks like you should.
Die?
There it is.
Tomb?
You think that's it?
Try entering tomb.
Input accepted. Searching for route to destination.
And there we go.
We got it. Yes, you haven't forgotten your promise of helping us if we complete your request, right?
Well then, let's hurry up and go. And clicky.
You idiot! Don't activate it here!
Why is that a problem? I mean, I guess we'll see in a moment, but...
It's a desert.
Yeah, we see that. Wait, what the? Our clothes are still the same?
Futaba herself is asking us to steal her heart. It'd be odd if she saw us as a threat. If she doesn't see us as an enemy, then your clothes don't change. That's how it works. But more importantly, I told you to be cautious. Why'd you activate it like that?
Is that why we ended up in a desert? Where's the tomb? Oh, it's so damn hot here.
Even though we entered right in front of her room, we didn't end up
I like how
inside
no
it.
matter what happens,
She
it's
must
probably
really
going to be
wanna keep
Ryuji
people
who
away
fucks
from
things
her.
up.
I see.
What a bleak feeling this place has. It's the complete opposite of Kanashiro's bank.
Let's hurry up and get going. Where's the palace?
Is it that way?
Oh yeah, there's something shiny.
A tomb in the desert. I see. Anyway, let's make our way there.
Isn't that kind of far?
Are we gonna walk?
Of course not. My paws will get burned.
I've been waiting for this.
I'll make sure to put the AC on full blast.
You're so considerate.
Right.
All right, let's roll.
Okay, cat buses go. Oh. It is mildly shocking that they don't play Rivers in the Desert in this part.
I know. But it still beats opening the windows to the hot desert air. Hey, On, can I have a drink? Didn't you have mineral water?
I drank it already.
How are the guys?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Ryuji's being a creep. Oh, they all are. Good, good. Terrible.
Morons.
Is that it?
There we go.
It's so hot.
The AC ain't working at all. What the hell was that lukewarm air about?
That was the best I could do, so quit your yapping.
For real? You are so half-assed.
What was that? You wanna fight, punk?
Jeez, shut up.
Don't
It's
fight a
hot,
cat.
So don't make me more irritated.
Use your brain. Use
And
drugs.
The palace would be a pyramid.
Hey, a pyramid's a tomb, right?
Yes, it's a pharaoh's tomb.
That's how it's
Ryuji,
mostly
Jesus.
known.
Did you pay
There
any
are a
attention in
variety of
school?
theories on it. For instance, it's even said to be a device for reviving the dead.
Reviving the dead. It's beautiful.
So this is one of
nonetheless.
those details I get a kick out of.
Perfectly
The
conformed to the golden
the
ratio.
hieroglyphics on the pillars
Hey guys,
are mostly
we're going
random
already.
Unicode.
I'm gonna melt. Oh man. Focus.
It seems.
Indeed.
Okay. Yes.
Whoa.
What to do?
Was that a QR code, or did I just hallucinate? Wait, there's some side paths here. Appears they're just for decoration. Okay.
This is amazing.
Oh!
Let's go. I can see it.
It's never this easy.
It's beautiful.
Do you think so?
Hey, is this?
That's Futaba's shadow. It isn't the real her.
Oh yeah, you've seen her face. True, this one's kind of dressed like a queen.
So you're Futaba Sakura.
Hey, where's the treasure?
It's doubtful that you wouldn't know where it is.
Hey, say something.
Don't be like that. I'm sorry, Futaba-chan. It's okay. There's no need to be scared. So, can you tell us where your most treasured possession is?
This is going nowhere.
Let's just leave her.
Will you guys shut up for a bit?
Those who plunder my tomb, why have you come?
She talked, but
What are you saying? You want us to steal it, right?
If you believe you can steal it, then try as you might.
That's rather defiant sounding.
Perhaps this is that tsundere thing, where someone is harsh or sweet depending on the mood.
Considering the state that my palace is in, there is no way that you can steal it.
creepy child. You killed her! You're a plague!
What are these voices?
Murderer!
Why don't you say something?
Murderer?
You're the one who killed
It's all
her!
your fault.
This is horrible.
Hey, the hell is this?
Don't come
Don't
near
just
me!
stand there. Say something.
It's your fault!
Murderer!
That's right. I did it.
Oh boy.
I am the one who killed my mother.
What was that?
My mother exists here. I will remain here. I will do so until I die.
Oh, she is not well. And
Our clothes.
She sees us as a threat now. What's going on?
Oh, you got a little binary carved in the stone.
This again.
Creepy child.
You killed her!
You're a plague
What's with that
murderer.
look? Why don't you say
You're
something?
the one who killed her.
That's right. I killed Mom. I don't deserve to be alive. This place is a tomb. I'll die here.
That's right. Die!
Don't come near me.
Don't just stand there. Say something.
It's your fault.
No! Someone help me!
Damn it! What the hell?
This is bad. I'm having a hard time getting a grasp of our situation. We should regroup and...
What now?
Huh.
Bad, bad, bad. Run!
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum.
Wait! You're right.
So we almost have a way into the palace. I mean, at least we found it.
The date that Medjed has set for the alleged cleanse is 8/21. That day is fast approaching. The Phantom Thieves,
We have
whom they
almost a
singled out,
month. It'll
have
be
not made
fine.
any notable actions
I'll do
at
that
this
palace
time.
in an afternoon.
Will Medjed carry out their cyber terrorism?
In order to stop them, we need to help Futaba Sakura before the 21st. Our deadline is about 2 days prior, so the 19th.
Meeting up in Shibuya, then coming here is a pain, right? Let's make this place our hideout for a while.
Is everyone fine with this place being our next hideout then?
We must take care not to be discovered by Boss.
There's no telling what may happen inside that pyramid. We all need to be cautious so that place doesn't become our graveyard.
Man, this is gonna be one crazy summer vacation. We're dealing with international hackers and looking for a treasure in a pyramid.
How can you be enjoying this? This is a crisis of whether or not our group continues on, you know?
I know that.
That reminds me. While we were in the Mona car, you were staring at me with a dirty look, you perv.
Shut up. It was a great view.
Jesus Christ,
You guys were
Ryuji.
looking too, am I right?
Indeed. The pyramid's golden ratio was truly a sight to behold.
It ain't what I'm talking about.
I wasn't staring Lady on. I'm a gentleman after all.
It's not that you weren't, but that you couldn't since you were transformed, am I right?
Will we be alright like this?
Okay, so we're getting close to the point where I gotta... Oh, that's not good.
Mom!
She has a point.
The sight of her palace bothers me too. We have to do this.
Yep,
Was that Alibaba proving what she said earlier? Talk
they're
about
legit.
a crazy thing to pull off.
Let's do it.
All right, so I think that's going to be a good place to call it for tonight. Just a short little surprise stream. We're going to be
should write
back
something.
at it Friday. And from the look of things, we'll be focusing on the palace itself. Until then, I'd like to thank everybody for coming by and watching me get up to my nonsense. Said nonsense can be found here on Twitch at Spook Plays Games, Blue Sky Spook Plays Games, and the archives all go up on YouTube at Spook327. Usual schedule is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings. Again, thanks for watching. Please stand by for the end slate and the raid.
Well, if you're wondering what's happened, so am I.
Everyone was horror during the making of this video.